The Dragon's Tale, Chapter 2, The Dragon and the Squared Ring. Upon arriving to those multiversal crossroads, the dragon found it had inhabitants from all across the universe, whether magic or science or human or otherwise. The dragon felt alone at times, because not many of his kind were left. Then he came across a strange sight upon his travel. A squared ring made of posts and ropes, all set up in the ground where people from across the Nexus gathered to watch some of the greatest champions face each other in combat. The dragon was enamored at the sight of heartfelt battles of competition, the cheers and protests of the crowd, and the celebration of crowning champions with golden belts. The dragon wanted to join in on this fun, and join he did. He felt so alive to put his strength and skill to the test to become the best against all. He felt as if he can finally find a place that he can call home. This would be the part of the story where it happily ever afters. But unfortunately, it doesn't for the poor dragon.
Good evening, Multiverse! And welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini. And folks, tonight we have a hell of a card, including a match that arguably has been months, if not almost a whole year or more in the making, when finally Shoot Nation will challenge for the Absolute Units Multiversal Tag Team Championship. Okay, Devin, I'm giving you what you've asked. I'm giving it to you. Also, we are going to have some interesting team-ups tonight, including another tag match you're going to see is a tag match featuring a team formed by the Daggerick, and the Unstoppable Gorm. It's a dwarf and a Goliath enter a wrestling ring. There should be a bartender. I don't know. Which also is funny because we're going to see Lock-In in action tonight. And who is he going to? Not just anyone. No. The stalwart International Combat Club member will be facing off against Sergeant Major Payne. That and so much more. But first, well, before we get into anything else, got a little audio I think I should play for you all. Coming from the Storm Crow himself, Jagger Blackthorn.
Yo, Mr. Hartfield. Yeah, I'm finally awake. The doctors tell me the mass blood transfusion was successful and I'm gonna be fine. I still feel like absolute shit, though. Yes, Jaunt is no longer coming after me since his blood hunt is over. Yes, I know what would have happened if he didn't get his blood. Stop lecturing me. Jaunt is definitely the most powerful vampire lord in the multiverse. Yep, even more powerful than Galahad. The multiverse is a fucked up place, and I've been underestimating it since day one. Yeah, I guess you can say I've learned absolutely nothing, and yet I'm still alive for what that's worth. It seems like the last few times I've been on my deathbed, there's Lisa telling me it's not my time yet. I'm sure there are a number of people at MNW, both in the locker room and on the brass, who were hoping I'd kick the bucket. Gonna have to disappoint them. Give me a break, Hartfield. I've been at death's door enough times to be able to joke like this. Anyway, the doctor over there is giving me a dirty look, so I gotta hang up. Oh, I'll definitely have the last laugh in the end. So saith the... Sorry, force of habit.
Now that's interesting because Jagger has been released from the hospital. And I know this because he's heading down to the ring right now. Oh, and this was a last-minute check-in with me, wanted to speak, and I was like, only spot I got is the top of the show, Jagger. So get out there. There he is, the Storm Crow. Let's hear what he has to say. Yeah, so about that last laugh I commented on. Anyone notice when Jaunt was out here recently, he didn't sound well. Was he coughing a lot? It sounded like he was coughing a lot. Is he feeling okay? You gotta wonder. I mean, I hope not, and just because I poisoned my own blood at Multivania. It's an old Omni Slayer trick. I'm not an Omni Slayer anymore, but you learn a few things. Like vampires on blood hunts don't stop to make sure their victim's blood is pure. Now, yeah, it hurt me too. I mean, there's a reason I was in the hospital and it wasn't just blood loss. But blood loss and poisoning aside, whatever I used, and I'm not saying what, Jaunt's going to be feeling it for a while. So whatever rejuvenated strength he got from feeding on me, that's not going to last. You know what is going to last? I'll tell you what's going to last. Searing pain. That's what's going to last for Jaunt. Like I said, I still know a few tricks from my Omni Slayer days. And Jaunt's a wild animal who made a mistake in his feeding. We'll have to see what he does next. Okay. I mean, credit. He outwitted a vampire lord. But, I mean, at what cost to himself? But I guess more importantly, At what cost to Jean Tristam? All right, folks. So that's I guess that's one way to do it. You know what? This is why I don't like to get involved with these things. You know, lawyers told me stay out of the blood hunt. Not worth getting involved with. Here you go. You know what? That's fine. Enough of that. We've dealt with that. We've dealt with everything else. It's time for some actual wrestling. And our first matchup is going to feature a competitor we haven't seen since he betrayed his longtime tag team partner, Sasquatch Wing. That's right, we're about to see Raphael Sampson in action. And with that, it's time to head to ringside.
Your opening match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing Raphael Sampson,
the warlord of the multiverse, as he now insists on being called. Formerly of the Outlaws, before they broke up when he absolutely betrayed his longtime tag team partner, Sasquatch Wing. And, well, he's going down now, and if you noticed, waiting in ringside is Rocco Brunelli Jr., Here he comes. You know what? Rocco is a good kid. I know. There's history with his dad, but that has no bearing on Junior. And it was his turn in the rotation. And here he is against Raphael. Folks, it's been a weird time here in the multiverse. I'm just going to say it. Really weird time. Ever since of course, Multivania always leads to weirdness, but it just feels weirder. And I know, there we go. They're off, folks. I know that Rocco Jr. is a big guy. Oh, but Raphael is a bit of a titan, if you ask me, and I guess this would be a hoss fight. I don't know if that's fair to say with the size disparity. Oh, driving fist into Rocco's head. And Raphael, just driving Brunelli to the outside and now going after him. Rocco, I swear, if you decided to run right now, I wouldn't hold it against you. Oh, no! No! Oh! I thought he might be setting up for a biblical proportions or a temple crusher. That was just brutality using the edge of the ring. And Rocco being hoisted up. Oh, into the corner. Oh no, now being laid into the tree of woe. And Raphael dragging him out to the center. Oh, good on Rocco getting those knees up. And looks like, oh, and Raphael makes him pay. Oh no. Samson going up top. Oh, diving elbow.
And your winner,
Well, Raphael won, but here comes Sasquatch Wing out of nowhere. And to say there is bad blood between these former partners is an understatement. And Squatch, oh! Squatch has been attacked by Raphael. I guess it's time for some payback. Cashing in those receipts. And oh, down goes Samson. Getting out of the ring. Oh, Squatch going after him. Oh! I mean, Sasquatch Wing gonna fly. Samson finally getting his wits about him and looking to get as good as he's getting. Oh, the stomps on the Sasquatch. Oh, bouncing him off the barricades. What's he going for? Oh no! He's got a chair! Well, it's going to take more than a chair to bring down Wing. Oh! The four-legged headbutt. Oh! DDT, well, it looked like Squatch might have been setting up for something. Raphael's got him, no! Biblical proportions on the ramp! And now Samson is just leaving him in a heap. Well, welcome back to in-ring action, Raphael Samson. Painful as that is. And with that, we do have the social media beginning to kick off as it always does. And as is common, the first person with a post out is Bastion Butler, stating, I guess we figured out which disciple Raphael is supposed to be, Judas. Strong words, but also not inaccurate. And having, I guess, recovered from all of that, we have our next social media post from Sasquatch Wing saying, Nope, not even yet. Still interest to be paid too. So the payback is just beginning. Well, folks, as I said, we just had that social media post by Bastion Butler, but that's not all we've got from Butler. We also, let's actually hear from the man.
So this is the best that son of a shield maiden can do? A repeat of what he did to me the first night he arrived on Warzone after getting called out for the biggest blunder of his career? You weren't blinded by defunct. You were blinded by your own damn arrogance and pride. And because of that hubris, the belt is on flashbang, and none of us can challenge for it. So I guess we all lost in that regard. Now if you're gonna go on about godly wrath or some bullshit like that, let me hit you with some hard facts. If I was really worried about godly wrath, I'd be more concerned about your grandfather than you. At least he managed to win the world title. And as far as your legacy goes, I don't need to say anything to make people think less of it. You've already tainted it on your own after you stabbed Tiki in the back. They call you the Son of Thunder, and now I see why. You truly are just like your father was in his youth. Arrogant and unworthy.
Now, if that sounds like that's in response to something, let's hear the words from the Son of Thunder himself earlier.
Warzone, how are you? So, I'm just gonna cut to the chase, no bollocks, no nothing, and just address a major problem that has been circulating throughout the entirety of the multiverse. Yes, the big oof title is now on Flashbang after Multivania. A title that meant more to me than people realize. A title that I wanted to elevate higher than its station. It cost me everything. I was just on the cusp of greatness until I got blindsided by some Technicolor tap dancer. Now, given where we were a year long into my reign as Big Roof Champion, with me eloquently telling my fellow cohorts in the back where I was, how I was feeling, where I was at, you would be right to assume that I would have been angry, and to be honest, I was. It took me a couple of weeks, but I made peace with the fact that I could not regain that cherished title of mine. My smoking hot 10 out of 10 wife Taigiri has wondrous wisdom. That is, until some spineless dreg brought those feelings back up. See, I like to think of myself as a reasonable man. But when a wannabe hero decides to gaslight you fine folks into thinking lesser of my legacy, I take offense to that. You went on your pointless little excursion just to shake the hornet's nest and leave them to clean up the mess. All the trouble you caused, Sebastian, just to end up looking at the lights. Something that is common for a man like you. I am giving you one warning. Continue to talk tough, or else I won't be as merciful as last week. Fear these words, fix your blunder, or face the godly wrath of the Son of Thunder.
And with that, well, looks like after those statements, Mr. Bastion Butler has a bit of a comment, which is saying, "Keep my full name out of your damn mouth." Yeah, that one's gonna keep going. Meanwhile, with all of that going on, we have other things happening, including, well, there's been some issues on the more heroic front with the leader of Hero Time, Eustace Paragon, having essentially put out a warrant for the Blue Hood for, and let's not undersell this, car bombing Sir Unkley Dunk. Now, say whatever you will about how you feel about Unkley. We can all agree car bombing is too far. For an update on what's happening, let's head down to ringside and hear from Paragon. Folks, I just want to let you all know that I have been getting reports that the Blue Hood has been spotted on the premises, and I did tell him that the best thing he could do is turn himself in. Now, my hopes is that he's been seen here means that he intends to do just that. And I want to thank Blue Hood for choosing the more peaceful path for this resolution. So there isn't going to be any need to bring in authorities with any arrests, any problems like that. I literally just want to talk. So, I don't want heroes fighting each other. It's been a bad precedent that's been going on for far too long. And now that, we've worked things out with Power Surge, and by the way, he is doing absolutely great. I think now's the time to have the next conversation with the Hood. So Blue Hood, please. I'm here. I'm waiting. Just come on down. Come on down. And let's work this out. I'm waiting. Let's Hood, are you there? Okay, I know that this is rough. So let's not make this any harder than it has to be. I know you're in the building. You've been spotted. Just come on down that ramp. Hood, all right, don't make me come find you. Oh, what the hell? We just got cameras switching to the back. That's the Blue Hood, all right, but who's that? That is some... well, I hate, let's put it at what it is. That's a mysterious hooded figure. Taking a pose. And just beating the hell. I think he caught the Blue Hood unawares. And it's just laying into him. Folks, the Blue Hood is a veteran wrestler and superhero. Here comes Power Surge to check out the situation. How did he move there so fast? He was by that other car, and all of a sudden he's there attacking Power Surge. Power Surge was coming down to, try and get a handle on the situation, and now he's being attacked. And being hoisted up and, power bombed on the unforgiving concrete. And just laying the beat down on the young hero. Oh, boot to the face. Who is this mysterious figure? All dressed in black, his face obscured. And manhandling not one, but two superheroes. Oh, bouncing him off that car. Oh, wait a minute, that's the multiversal ant. That's one of our mysterious figures, the multiversal ant, and he's coming to Power Surge's aid. Folks, let's hear it for the ant. Man, I'm glad he was able to be there to help Power Surge. The ant getting some elevation and a weapon. Whoa! Braining this mysterious attacker. Oh, hurling the bat. First, this guy attacked Blue Hood, then Power Surge, then the ant came in for the rescue. And this guy decides he's had enough of the ant and is making a run for it. And the ant is giving chase. I got nothing. I have no idea. Okay. Well, while we try and get a handle on things, folks, there's a lot, all right, we've got authorities checking on things, trying to secure. We're going to have to go to something else here while we figure out what it is. So all I can say now is there's been a lot going on. And I actually want to hear from, doing some double checking what we've got happening, and so much. So what? There was a mysterious news story that played recently that has some people concerned that might be relevant. So we're going to play this news clip for you now, and then we've got some follow-up. But first, folks, here's the news.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The Multiverse United Bank has just suffered an attempted robbery. The establishment was assailed at 9 o'clock this morning by what witnesses claim to be a man wearing a formerly used trash bag on his head. Due to a malfunction in the bank's cameras, we only have audio of the daring scene.
All right, put the money in the bag and no one gets hurt.
Sir, you're screaming at an ATM.
Sorry, first time doing this.
The situation turned tense as the robber threatened violence and lawsuits for some reason. Fortunately, the bravery of one of the bank's receptionists bought the time that the people inside needed.
Hand over everything in your vault, and you keep your kneecaps.
Sir, you realize you're attempting to rob us with a paper towel roll and a used shaving razor, right?
I couldn't afford a weapon and had to find some in the trash.
You also realize that many banks have marked serial numbers, allowing law enforcement to easily track you.
You know, on second thought, this was a bad idea. Have a good day. Oh God, the police are here.
This resulted in a tense standoff with the police, where the robber gave us some hints to their true identity.
You'll never take me in. Do you not know who I am? I'm Sebastian Butler. Yes, it's me. Animal jokes and pop culture references. Dwight Rockefeller, they have guns.
The assailant then jumped out of the window and evaded police until escaping into the crocodile-infested sewers. This leaves us with several unanswered questions. Who was the man behind the mask? Was it famed MNW wrestler Bastion Butler? A new poverty-themed masked supervillain? A former billionaire who lost his fortune to an Egyptian pharaoh who owes a fortune to violent mercenaries and is being hunted by a British Terminator? Find out as this story develops.
And, in response, and more importantly, speaking of said British Terminator, let's hear from R. Sawyer.
You know, patience is a virtue, and sometimes that patience pays off in unexpected ways if you wait for just the right opportunity to come by. And I didn't even have to touch Uncle for the karma to start snowballing and kicking him in the balls. But I do have to admit, it is quite satisfying when it does finally hit. And now that a certain loony has got Uncle by the balls, I really don't have to do anything. I have Uncle's money. But I was thinking of more humbling him. I may be a dick, but I'm not an asshole or a hypocrite. I may be mean, but I'm not cruel and unfair. That would undermine all the talk of fairness that I preach, for I am the visionary and the revolutionary. And I think I have just the idea of how I will humble Uncle. But for that, oh, Joey, can I get some mic time, please? I feel like I need to do this in front of everyone.
I mean, that's fair, and we can absolutely do that, Sawyer, but there's one last party involved in all of this that wants to be heard. So, yeah, folks, just last person, because you see, Sir Uncle Dunk owes some people money. And, oh, before we get to that, so Power Surge, we just saw earlier that he went out to try and help with that situation backstage, and he is reporting in saying, all I have to say other than I'm okay is ow. But Suplex Sam gave me far worse. I mean, that's fair. All right, last person we need to hear from in this whole saga of back and forth messages is, of course, the person that is owed a great deal of money by Uncle, Theron Markov.
So, Uncle, you still have three options. You can pay me, you can get the ban lifted, which you did promise, so I'm still giving you that as an option, or I can beat your ass and get satisfaction that way. But if I do that, you're not going to be my bitch in this whole thing. No. There's something that would embarrass you much, much more. You're gonna be my wife's bitch. You're gonna do her honey-do list. And truthfully, aside from that, it's probably the most embarrassing thing we could do to you, because let's be honest, Uncle, you don't know what a hard day's work is. You don't know what it's like to be out putting in work for others, doing work that actually matters. You don't know what a hard day's work is, Uncle. And honestly, I think it'd be damn funny to see what she makes you do, because I'm the one who normally has to do that honey-do list. And let me tell you, you don't fuck with or piss off Mrs. Markov. But you've got till Apocalypse, Uncle. You've got your options. Figure it the fuck out and get me paid.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave. So, before we get into all of that, well, we really only have one choice now. If you thought that was crazy, we gotta head down to ringside. You know what? We're just gonna head down there. I did promise Sawyer some mic time, and let's hear. Wait, that's Uncle. This is Sawyer's time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that Jerry said this is time for Sawyer to come out, but look, I just want everyone to know, I've been working on it. I've got some things planned. I'm going to bounce back on my feet. After all, I was the richest man in the multiverse. And That means I know what I'm doing. It's not just like I inherited all of my riches and was born on third base and thought I hit a triple. No, look. I've got some things in the works that should get me enough money to stop paying off Theron. I need to get started on it so I can, And yes, I know everyone says, but Uncle, you've never worked a day in your life. I've been a professional wrestler. That's work. Look, I'm just waiting to hear back from the fast food place, and I'm sure I'll be fine. Well, I mean, to be fair, this is actually Sawyer's mic time. Uncle just sort of crashed the ring. And here he comes. The undisputed future. So, he had something to say to Uncle. I guess he's going to get to say it to his face. All right, let's hear what Sawyer has to say.
Well, I've got to say, I'm so glad you could make it here, Uncle. Saying this to your face is going to be so much better. So, Uncle, I'm not an unreasonable person. And I'm willing to make you an offer. I'm willing to give you gainful employment and help return some of the money I stole from you.
As is right and proper. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really desperate here, so whatever it is, leave me a little dignity. It's all I ask. Whatever you want. I've got to pay off that thug Markov, whatever his name is now.
Well, dignity might be putting it a little too far, but what you're going to do is something you've done before. You're going to be a wrestling manager. Specifically, you're going to be Malice's manager during his TTV defenses. You're going to help him get his gift of chaos.
What? Never! That robotic buffoon that I had to go after with an electrified bat and put in his place? Oh, God. Wait, what am I saying? Yes, I need the money. Please, whatever, Sawyer. Just tell me what I need to do, and I'll do it.
Well, it's very simple. You're going to go out whenever Malice has a TTV title match and ensure that he retains and gets his victory. And when you do that, and for each match, I will release some of your funds back to you.
Fine, all right. I will absolutely 100% do that because it sounds a lot better than what Theron Markov is saying he would make me do. Just as long as I can also try and keep working these side jobs, all right? I really need the money.
There, Uncle. No, you'll get your money. But, Uncle, listen to me. This is really important. If Malice loses that title at any point while under your management, I'm holding you responsible and the money gets cut off.
No, it's fine. I'm Sir Uncle Dunk. And if there's one thing I know how to do, it's to ensure people win matches even if they don't deserve to. Malice will keep his belt.
Well, I'm glad we were able to have this little talk. So, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little advance. You can get out of the dumpster tonight. Now, there's a nice Motel 6 down the road. I'm sure it'll be a step up, and it has a shower, which, Uncle, use, please. I may be a bot, but I can smell. Oh, it's horrible.
Well, there you go. Anyway, with that, well, I guess we know what's going to be happening next for Sir Uncle Dunk. He is now in the employment of R. Sawyer. And meanwhile, boy, social media is popping off. First off, we have another former employee of Sir Uncle Dunk, Nakano Kirishima, saying, "Stay right there, Uncle. I just want to talk with this steel bat." Of course, Nakano being one of the outlaws, the organization that Uncle owes money to. And then, of course, we're hearing from Devin saying Uncle should not get nothing more than this. Lucky you got anything. Let me make it clear. Shoot Nation is keeping your golden statue and selling it on MNW.com. Get nothing from it. That from Devin, who you will see tonight in your main event, as he and his partner, the one and only Jack Abbott, finally get their shot at the Multiversal Tag Team Championship, facing off against Shoot Nation. Folks, and one more here. This is we're now hearing from Sir Uncle Dunk's old friend and former tag partner, former faction mate, The Professional, saying, "I offer a glowing recommendation for maintenance, and he chooses jobs that may require customer interaction. Godspeed, you foolish man." Yeah, because, I mean, the janitor could always set him up in the janitorial department, although he's not the janitor anymore. He is the professional. Folks, that's been a lot. Can we all agree that's just been a lot? Like a lot. You know what? Everything that's happened, I think it's time to get to, well, an actual match. And this match is going to feature two competitors of two major factions, both with a lot going on right now. You know what? I'm not even going to get any further into it than to say, let's head down to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Night's Watch, West Wind.
The angelic wrestler West Wind coming down to the ring. The Watch has been on a roll, but West Wind has had the distinction of being the most recent individual to gain the interest of the ever mysterious Adrian Driscoll. Driscoll, who has offered West Wind a deal to take him to the next level. Now, he's made those kind of deals before, to the Professional, to Seth Jackson. It hasn't gone well for those people. And introducing his opponent, representing the Dark Lords, he is the Fey King, Earl King West. And the so-called King of Kings, Earl King West, as we heard earlier tonight, his fellow Dark Lord, Jean Tristram, not doing well because Tristram was poisoned by Jagger Blackthorn. But that's a matter for another time. Right now, the Fey King to take on the Angelic Warrior. And they're off. And right off the bat, West Wind coming after Earl King. And a Hurricane Rana takedown. And a moonsault. And again. Oh, going for a third. West was ready that time. Oh, Westwind just cold cocking, and again with the moonsault. I guess when you got wings, you just want to fly. And working over Wes's leg. And Snake Eyes! And with that power bomb, Wes, oh, getting pushed off. Oh, duck from the Earl King. And now, oh, dropping him. Oh no, Wes on top. Double axe handle from all the way uptown. And now Wes again with, oh, a suplex on the Night's Watch member and a gut wrench. And following it up with a military press. Oh, just beating the hell out of Westwind. An angel versus a fae. Throwing him in, and what's happening next? Wes getting a grip on Westwood as he re-enters the ring. Oh! Herd's charge! And I thought he was setting up for another Hearn's charge. I guess he decided just to get him in another. Oh! Another slam in. It seemed to be like maybe. Oh! Powerbomb. Like the Fey King is a little distracted. Here we go. And again, a second Hertz charge, but Westwind leapfrogged. And now, heavenward. One, two, kick out at 2. Westwind goes up top. And with the frog splash, is that enough? I guess he doesn't think so. Giving him a hell of a kick. Another moonsault. Struggling to his feet, and a second Heaven's Word. One, two, three. And your winner, West Wind. And the Night's Watch member with a victory over the Dark Lord. And that is another notch, but that also is going to, I think, keep him interesting to Driscoll. Folks, that is a great victory for Westwind. We'll see where that goes. Also, another post on social media from Devin saying, also from Jack says to the units, there will be blood and nothing stopping us from getting the titles. This fight is going to be hell for both teams, so hope you are ready for a hell of a night. We are taking the titles no matter what. Strong words, but then again, Devin has been focused for nearly, in fact, maybe a little over a year on getting this title shot. I will give him credit. He knew what he wanted. He's been going after it. And now it is in his sights. As for now, this has been, a lot of things have been going on lately. The tag division is, I guess you would say, lit up. And there is a member of that tag division who wants some time. Let's hear now. Brace yourselves, folks. It's registered Anon. All right. I will be the first to admit that One True Pain's trajectory has not gone the way that Crockvor and myself had planned. In fact, I feel our performance these last few weeks has been not up to the standards we normally hold ourselves to. Subpar, if you will. But fear not, for Registered Anon has a plan for OTP to be rejuvenated. I have realized that Crockvor and I have been too limited in our scope. That MNW, that the very Nexus itself is filled with the unusual, the weirdos. people and creatures that this world doesn't quite understand. Outsiders. Those that everyone looks and go, gosh, you're weird. What the hell are you? Some folks, well, some of these folks are, in fact, quite a mystery. Some would call them, well, cryptids, if you will. And I've got a plan in place to help those who have been shunned so that they don't have to feel so abandoned. These outsiders, these, dare I say it, freaks. 'Cause take it from me, oh, a freak like me needs company. And I keep my fellow freaks near and dear and well taken care of. Just ask Crockvor. There's a reason we have stayed tried and true all these years. And it's time for us to expand the club. So, all of you freaky folk, let's party. I am not happy about any of those words in that order. Who is he talking about? What has he got planned? Oh boy. And I thought it was bad when he was our head of human resources. Oh. What's worse, he made a Broadway reference. I don't know what's bad, that he made it or that I recognized it. That's, you know what, folks? That is, I'm going to chalk that up to a Tomorrow Jerry problem. Because I got enough going on tonight. This next match, look, I have nothing but the deepest of respect for the Dagger Daggerick and the Goliath Gorm. They are two top performers, and of late, they frankly have been doing a lot of good work. So when Gorm approached me and said he would like a tag team tune-up match to see how well he and Daggerick could work as a tag team, all I could say is, well, I want to see that. So that's, folks, what we're about to see. It is that time. We're going to have a tag match featuring two natives of Faerun. So let's, you know what? Nothing better to say than let's head to ringside. The following is a tag match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the Dagger, Daggerick. The King of the Dwarves appears. Ready for some tag actions. Now, a lot of you may not remember that in the earliest days of MNW, Daggerick was pretty much a tag team wrestler. Teaming with the Flyboy Bell. So no stranger to tag action, but, you know, there's always the cohesion with a new partner. That team, of course, being Rhythm and Blues. And that, of course, that team didn't last long after the Inquisition, but that's a story for another day. And introducing his tag team partner, the unstoppable Goliath, Gorm. Gorm, who of late, let's list his accolades, besides his personal accolades, including a recent run as Nexus Titan champion. He trained our multiversal heavyweight champion TJ Gable and our multiversal tag champions Adonis Washington and Forrest Wade, the three collectively known as the Absolute Units. And now teaming with Daggerick, promising to help him get back his groove. Starting out with Daggerick and these guys, and apparently they are sure they got a name around here somewhere. I just got to find it. Apparently they are the Dirty Pair. I don't know why there's this note, don't let Butler get upset about that name, but it's here. Tagging in Gorm for, I'm just going to call this guy Dirty Boy 1. Oh! You know, that's something taking a splash from a Goliath. Oh, and just throwing him over, and that made Dirty Boy 2 have to get, oh, and he gets a fistful of Goliath. Oh, Dirty Boy 1 got out of the way. Not that that's going to do him a lot of good against Gorm. We're up to a 6 count. Gorm getting back in the ring. Oh, Dirty Boy 1 goes flying. Dirty Boy 2 to the mat. And in comes Daggerick. And, broke it over his leg. And moonsault. Because Daggerick's always liked a good moonsault. Oh, Dirty Boy 1 floats over. Whipping Daggerick into the ropes, knocking him down. Okay. I'm noticing, so looking at this with the withered eye of a wrestling veteran as Dirty Boy 2 comes into the match, is noting how Gorm and Daggerick's styles already are complementing each other. And I know I'm saying this while Gorm is getting manhandled by Dirty Boy 2. Oh, he was faking. Gorm is a powerhouse and Daggerick a high flyer. I know he doesn't look it, but he is in fact a skilled cruiserweight. Rather reminiscent of how we used to see Strongman and Flyboy Bell wrestle together. The speed and the power complementing each other. Oh! And your winners, the team of Daggerick and Gorm. That took no time at all. There we have it. So how are they working together as a team? Pretty good, I'd say. Can't wait to see who they take on next. Also, folks, a comment on their opponents from none other than Graven Allen saying, I've seen dirtier. You aren't a true dirty fighter in MNW until you force the ring crew to sterilize the mat mid-show. That's an excellent point, actually. And boy, we've been there, haven't we? So, there you have it, folks. The Dagger and the Goliath. And with that, I'm going to say this. We here in MNW are, of course, proud to bring you the finest in professional wrestling. And we are going to continue to do that tonight, but first we do have to pay some bills. So we're going to do that. We're going to head on to this commercial break, and when we come back, more wrestling action, including a grudge match between a former and current member of the International Combat Club. See you after the break.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Firing Line are all proudly sponsored by Enraptured Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and rest of day looms, looking to break the barrier like monster breaking human twig in a wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available in decaf. Oh, but there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You too can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zacko action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zacko's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zacko Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a carpenter.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorwheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE, and remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And we're back. This really is becoming one of these nights, folks. And it keeps going as again, as has always been stated. I have a policy that people can come to me and request time in the ring. And if, you know, they've got a good reason and there's good timing there for them to do it, I'll give it to them. And we've got somebody who definitely, I think, warrants his time. So let's hear now from Juan Chance. Multiverse, I apologize. I apologize for the way I won my most recent match on the last show. I hold myself as a man of honor and one who wrestles for what is right. But the almost Gothams have been piling up, and in that last match I felt, a moment of weakness. And I did the dishonorable thing and won via count out, which is not how I'm supposed to prove that I am in fact the better wrestler and deserve one more chance. I beg your forgiveness for stooping so low and dishonoring myself, the mask, and wrestling in general. And I right now promise to all of you to rededicate myself to doing better, to being a wrestler of honor, one who will win the match without playing dirty, as is right, as is proper. Oh boy. Folks, anyway, it's Wonderball. And what I am terrified after what we just heard from Juan, what possibly Wonderball could be out here to say. And Wonderball's acting like, no, give me a chance here. And I'm like, really? But okay. Let's hear what you have to say, Wonderball. Nah. One. You gotta remember, man, that some of the best and most successful wrestlers in our business have gotten where they are by playing dirty. Hell, Victor Vicious is coming off of the most historic title run ever by playing dirty. That is not a good example. No one likes Victor Vicious. Not even the people that work for him. Isn't he currently in jail for everything he did? No, Juan. Juan cannot be like that. Juan knows there's a right way to do things. Yeah, well, I think there's other ways to get what you want. You've been clean for so long. And I think, you got like one belt to your name, even though you keep getting all these chances? Look, I think you should be playing dirtier than you do. I mean, especially if you want to get another belt, Juan. You are too squeaky clean. Well, is it that Juan is too squeaky clean, or is it that Wonderball keeps taking the shortcut? And what has that gotten you, Wonderball? You've only ever won a tag belt. And honestly, how much of that was your mentors doing? You know, there's a part of me that should slap the taste out of your mouth for bringing him up, but let's face it, he's already gone over the cuckoo nest, as it were. I'm just saying, Juan, what you've been doing ain't been working, so why don't you go try something else, something that might do something, might feel good. No, it does not feel good. Juan has felt terrible since last week, which is why I have come out to apologize. I swear I will not win unfairly again, and I will win my next match clean. You know, that's the problem. You're acting like, oh, I'm so noble. Oh, this is the right thing to do. You know, if it ain't getting you nothing, it ain't getting you nothing. Here's the news flash for you, Juan. This is a business. Yeah, it's an entertainment business. Yeah, it's an athletic enterprise. But in the end, we're all here to get paid. Now you sound like Markov. Maybe you should go work for him, too. But no, I've watched how playing dirty works. Even when it rewards you, it only does so for a short time. And it taints you. One will walk the higher road. Well, okay, if that's what you think is going to get you what you need, you know what? There's an old saying, and I'm going to apply it right now, and that is, don't interfere with your enemy when they're making a mistake. Yeah, see how that works out for you. See you later, Juan. Okay, why did he... Anyway. Well, I mean, good on Juan. Honestly, it's always better to take the high road. Yeah, I see all these people. It's like, well, no, you got to do what you got to do. And it never works out for them. At least that's what I've noticed. But, you know, I guess to each their own. In the meantime, we've got more wrestling action. And folks, just to let you know, that was the last in-ring that I have scheduled for tonight. So provided nobody storms the ring with a microphone, it is straight on to the main event. And this first one, well, I've been touting it. You know what? I've been touting it a bit tonight, so I don't think there's anything else for me to say. So, let's head to ringside. The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the unknown soldier, Sergeant Major Payne. There he is, folks, Sergeant Major Payne. Coming down. And this isn't just any old match. This is Payne against a former teammate, one of the people that turned on him. And right now, Payne, I guarantee you, is looking for a little payback against, well, this opponent who I can only imagine what he has to say tonight. And introducing his opponent, representing the International Combat Club, Lock-In. There he is, folks. The best stand-up comedian to come out of the East German Super Soldier program. I checked with him earlier this evening. He looked at me and said, "Why don't eggs tell jokes?" I said, "Why?" And he said, "They might crack up." And of course, there have been a lot of exchanges between Payne and Nice Ice. Payne calling him out for a match. Instead, he is getting Lock-In. And here they go. Oh! Lock-In coming out using his power advantage. Oh! Oh! And finally, Payne gets out of the way, but still catches a boot from Lock-In. Oh, a whip and a kick. Lock-In on the top rope and tried to drive an elbow, but Payne too fast. Oh, but Lock-In out of the way. And a belly to belly. Kick out at one. The issue, Lock-In and Payne spent so much time training together. They basically know each other so well. Whip into the ropes. Down he goes. And suplex. Oh, and a clothesline from hell from Payne. Oh! Flying cutter. Blocking, scooping Payne up and hanging him out on the barricade. Scooping Payne up. And fight. Oh, I thought he was going to get him back in the ring. Instead, he bounced him off of the edge of the ring. Locking thrown back into the ring instead. Ho ho! And oh, driving him down. What is Lock-in is getting the worst of it for the moment. Out. Getting hit with that howitzer. Heck, they got it too by Lock-in. Oh, cross body from Uptown. Oh, just Payne dropping the blows. Chasing Lock. What's he planning? Oh, looks like, yep, he is setting it up and Blitzkrieg. Kick out at 2 after that Blitzkrieg. Lock-in pushing him off, and now, oh! Wrenching the arm, bringing him, oh! Stomp, that is a bad stomp on the arm. Oh, and now that brick choke. Oh, but Payne survives the brick choke. And, oh, belly to belly on Lock-in. And again, that sunset flip. Lock-in, oh! Getting the elbow block, and again. And dropped by Payne. And another howitzer. One, two. Oh no, and he's gonna go. There was 2 howitzers and now a second Blitzkrieg. Two. 2, 3. And your winner, Sergeant Major Payne. The unknown soldier pulls out the victory. And this isn't just a win, it's a message to Nice Ice. Sergeant Major Payne will not be ignored. Folks, that was a hell of a matchup against two opponents who know each other so very, very well. And wasting no time once getting backstage. Payne tweeting out, or Lock-In, you and the rest of the ICC spat on the legacy that CG left behind when he trusted us with those tag belts. When we made history that night, this one was personal. Hell of a statement, and interesting that Payne brings up the bad CG Ghost, because our next matchup is going to feature CG's old tag partner, PM. And it, just so you know, if you're keeping track, it is our penultimate match of the evening. With that, what else is there to say but let's head to ringside. The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Punk Master Ghost. Call him the Punk Master, call him Pure Metal, call him the Punky Phantom, if you will. Or just call him PM, everyone does. The Punk Master Ghost. And he is out here. He and his partner, Tiki the Troll, have been doing so much work. There he is. We often see him in tag action, but it's becoming more common to see him and Tiki doing solo work. And introducing his opponent, Osman Killick. And I have to ask you, do you find the gin a tonic? I felt bad as soon as I said it, folks. I'll stop now. Yep, Osman Killick, who's had his own work cut out for him, especially being one of the main people warning the Multiverse about Adrian Driscoll. Now, just good. In this match, there's no storyline, there's no grudges. It's just two wrestlers getting in the ring for a match. And now, here we're getting ready for this. So now we are setting up. And the Punk Master coming out strong in the beginning, targeting the most impressive facial hair in professional wrestling. And of course, the Phantom fans are all excited whenever the Ghost appears. Oh, off the top. Oh! A buster and now a bear hug. PM getting out of it. And up, hoisting him up, and power bomb. Chasing PM outside. Oh, slamming him on the apron. Osman stalking the Ghost. Being dragged back into the ring. And up he goes. The Ghost's gonna fly. Crossbody. Kick out at one. Oh, slam down. That'll rattle his ectoplasm. Oh, headbutt. Thing is, that's a Punk. He's used to getting headbutt. That's what he does on a Friday night at the club. Pulling him to the center of the ring. And hoisting him up and slamming him down. Kick out at two. Hoisting him around. What's he got planned? And again. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. And again, slamming him down. Going up top. Oh! I think he was heading for that Turkish delight, but no go. Oh, what? Faded to black. Oh, he teleports. This is a reminder. He may be a Punk, But do not forget, he is also a ghost. And looks like he is preparing to stretch him out. Camel clutch. Can he make him humble?
And your winner,
Osman Kilik. And the answer is yes. The spirit was willing, but the Jinn was strong. And with that, well, folks, we have one last match. And it has been one, as we have said, over a year in the making. That is about how long Devin has maintained that he and Jack Abbott have deserved a title shot. And tonight, they get that opportunity, having won it at Multivania. And coming forward and telling the units, why wait? Let's do it now. But before we get to that match, we have to hear from the participants. First off, let's hear from the challenger. Let's hear from Devin.
Has finally come. The units versus Shoot Nations. First things first. Me and Jack fought our way through many obstacles to get here, especially teaming up with that worthless ugly dunk. And we had no choice of teaming up with him. We knew he would screw us over if we didn't, so we took advantage of him. But lucky he's no longer a problem. Now we can focus on the tag team titles. So units, we do fight dirty when we need to. So you're going to lose tonight, no matter what. And let the chaos begin.
And of course, let's hear from the champions before we head in.
Tag title match with Shoot Nation. Unfortunately, they have a tendency to want to punch people below the belt. I need to discourage them from doing this, but every time I make an angry or threatening promo, we lose. Max always said anger wasn't me. So, how do I warn them that using such a tactic in this match will only lead to unpleasant repercussions on their parts, but in a non-threatening manner? Mama always says to turn the other cheek, but I don't think she's talking about stomping a mud hole in someone's backside and walking it dry when she says it. Got it. Shoot Nation. In our upcoming match, let us have a classy, upstanding fight that will serve as inspiration to the children and future generations of wrestlers by teaching them the lesson, do unto others as you would have others do unto you.
I guess that's one way to go about it. Folks, there's nothing more to say. It's time for your main event. You know what to do. Say it with me. Let's do this. The following is your main event and is for the Multiversal Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, accompanied to ringside by Suplex Sam, they are Devin and the Scorpion Jack Abbott, Shoot Nation. All right, folks, we saw this recently with Devin joining Sam to accompany Ozir Turan. I think there's something going on with Shoot Nation and VIP. And of course, let's not forget, Sam was a founding member of Shoot Nation. This is all interesting. And introducing their opponents, accompanied to ringside by the Multiversal Heavyweight Champion, TJ the Mint Gable. They are your Multiversal Tag Team Champions, Adonis Washington and Forrest the Fortress Wade. The Absolute Unit. That is a whole lot of gold adorning the waists of the Absolute Units. And they have come a long way in this. Last year was, a lot of people said, the year of the units, and they capped it by all of them holding gold. But now they have to defend those tag belts against a team that has been hungrier for them than possibly anyone else. There it is, the Multiversal Tag Team Champions. And now it's just a matter of what comes next. There they are. Jack Abbott and Devin finally getting their shot against Adonis Washington and Forrest Wade. Both teams coming out at full strength with people in their corners. This is going to be a hell of a match, folks. So we are starting out with Devin and Adonis. And Devin coming out aggressive as one would expect. He has wanted this shot for so very long. Getting his arm wrenched by Devin. Oh, popping him in the turnbuckle. Now, folks, just to be clear, if Shoot Nation wins, this will be their second run as the tag champs. Which Devin says really is just the natural state of things. Jack Abbott, well, didn't really manhandle Adonis as much as just throw him back in the ring, which I thought was a bit of a restraint. But then you've got Devin going after Forrest. Leg DDT. Leg DDT again. Only a 1 count. Trying to put away early. Oh, Pele kick. If you haven't seen for a while and you think the units are a little bit more aggressive, they are. They spent months under the tutelage of Gorm, who you saw earlier tonight with his new tag partner, Daggerick. Oh, diving drop kick on Adonis. Part of this new attitude, Adonis using his real name now. No longer going by Absolute, although that name lives on as the name of the team. Oh, corner clothesline, whip over, and oh, Devin, you can see how hungry he is. He wants this. Broken up by Forrest. Adonis trying to get back to his feet. Forrest wanting a tag. Devin making sure that's not going to happen. But of course, focusing on the not legal man can have consequences, as Devin is now learning. Oh, thrown into the corner. Wait, somebody threw a chair and knocked out the ref. I didn't even know where that came from. And you know, if you see Suplex Sam out here, and with recent incidents with Devin, you know the VI Pharaoh Ozir Turan is paying attention. The newly minted richest man in the multiverse, who has come back and is looking for a shot at TJ Gable's Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. Pinfall broken up by Jack Abbott. Devin getting out of the ring. And again, whipping him into the corner. Oh, throwing Adonis into the ref. Float over by Washington. Oh, slamming him down with that chop. And finally, here comes Forrest T. Wade. The tax man cometh. And in comes the Scorpion as well. Double team. Oh! Pair of flying shoulders. Here comes Forrest, whip to the ropes. Oh, right into that big old boot. And into the corner. Oh, Abbott fighting his way out. Hoisting up and carrying Forrest all the way to the Nation's corner. 1 count. Whip to the ropes. Jack, feeling he's got it, getting a suplex on Forrest, but hot tag to Adonis. And, oh, diving drop kick into the jaw of the Scorpion. Oh, off at the top. Up to a 3 count. Meanwhile, Adonis working over the Scorpion. Oh! Low down DDT. And now those elbows. But we're up to a 6 count. Up to an 8. Abbott's got to know if it's a count out, the units keep the belts. Dropping him into that absolute authority. Only to be broken up by Devin. Frog splash, but Devin's distracted the ref. No one to count. Dirty pull by Shoot Nation. Adonis decides the best thing to do is to bring the big man back into the ring. And throwing him over with that suplex. Now what's the plan? Oh, getting a headbutt by Adonis. Talk shit, get hit, Jack. And oh, trying to get to that hot tag, but Forrest was ready. Hoisted him up. Blows, kicks. Oh, hammer strike. Again, and deduct this! The submission hold on the Scorpion. The deduct this. Abbott fighting for his life, getting out. And again. Hoisting him up on his shoulder and dropping him down. Going for the pin. And your winners and still multiversal tag team champions, the Absolute Unit. Hell of a match, and Shoot Nation put in some work, but the units retain. So this now leads us to that most natural of questions. Who's next? That is a great question, especially with Apocalypse looming in the future. Who will be the next tag team to step up? Meanwhile, social media going a little nuts, particularly from the trainer of the units, Gorm, saying, much as I still need to work on better team strats with Dagger, part of me wants to get back in practice ring with the units. Damn good time scrapping with those boys. This match is making that itch worse. Well, you know, I mean, first off, Gorm, from my expert point of view, you and Dagrick are already working great together. You're a great complementary combo. But I can see maybe some training with the tag champs wouldn't be out of place. Probably good for both teams. Oh, and looks like that was enough time for a post from Forrest saying, people always forget, good is not soft. True words. True words. But folks, as true as those words are, we're out of time. So with that, tune in next week for more action. Until then, I've been your host, Jerry Aldini. Good night.